Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. Hey, Tamiko. Hey, Pam. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Janina. Heather. Just looking at who's in the room. If you are here and you want to join in on the chat, you will need to log in. Come on in and join the fun. Chat with us. Talk it up. Hey, happy Wednesday. All right. Cool. That's a cute name. I like that. Hey, Heather. Yes, good seats, ready to play, have some fun, get creative. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't look at my floor. Don't look at the stuff on my floor. You all know how it is. Your craft room, something fall. My husband said he believes that things fall on the floor, and I just say, I'll get that later. Uh, sometimes that's the truth. Hello, Brenda. Good evening. Good evening. 7:59, and you know how I am at 8 o'clock. I'm going to switch the camera angle and we're going to get started. I hope that you all have gone over to my blog at tiaresmith.com. It's TIARESMITH.com. There is a free downloadable printable silhouette that you can cut out if you want to follow along with what I'm doing today. I will be using it sort of as a template for my silhouette. There's the color palette there, and a suggested list of supplies. So I've gessoed my page. I always recommend that if you're going to come to the art party, that you go ahead and have your page gessoed so that when we're ready to start, we just get right into adding color. Alright? Hello, Tallulah. Alright, looks like it's 8 o'clock. I've been trying to be speedy with my creativity and getting our page done within an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera angle. Hello, Arnett. Here is my creative space. And let me just move some of this over. I'm just going to share with you that I do have the color palette here in paints. This is pretty much what it looks like. I will tell you that I'm using DecoArt Americana. I really do love these, and I do love the golden acrylics. They're kind of expensive, so I don't always get them, but I do love the Americana DecoArt paint, so I get these all the time. You get these at Michael's, and they're often on sale, so quite often I might get a bottle for $1 or less, or $1.20 or something like that. Anyway, I've got Spa Blue here, Sea Breeze, Desert Turquoise, Berry Red, khaki tan, and bleach sand. So I will be using those colors, which look just like the colors to me that are in shown on the color palette. And I've also got some glimmer mist here in the Black Magic, which is my favorite, and Candy Apple Red. And I have a couple of substitutes in case I need them. I always, these are just my standards. Having a pen, a black pen or marker, white and black paint markers. I always have my pastel pencils, and I have my Stabilo All pencils nearby. Tonight I'm also have this mesh sponge, which I may use. I've got a couple of stencils here that I will probably use in creating my background. And of course I have the cutout that I provided, and I've already got one cut out. So you want to have this cut out, I'm going to be using it like this to add my image. Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so I can grab my book. And I have some clear gesso. I was gifted some clear gesso, so I used it. So my page, you can still see the pattern in my journal. As you guys know, I am using a Smash book, and the pages are patterned, so I'm using them, and I didn't cover it in white as usual. I used my clear gesso, and I will say that it's the Liquitex clear gesso that I used. So my page has been primed, but you know, it feels textured and sort of, nothing comes off, but it feels gritty. So I guess that's just the texture that it leaves on your page. It feels gritty or sandy or something like that, and I don't know that I love that. So we'll see. You know, if all of this works just fine, then I'll be okay. Anyway, tonight I am going to spread on my colors using a baby wipe, and we'll just see how that goes. So I'm going to go with khaki tan first, and I'm just going to shake it up and add it to my background. Yeah, not so sure I love that, Brenda. We'll see. We'll see after I do this page. So I'm just putting some color on here, and I'm just gonna kind of spread it around. Yeah, don't think I'm digging on this. I don't like the way it's spreading either. Even though it says gesso, it's not spreading like my white gesso, and maybe I didn't put enough on. Not sure about that. It still seems like it's just kind of soaking in, and I wanted it to spread a little bit more. And I'm seeing, I don't know if that's from the paper or what, but it's got some little flakes of paper, or maybe it's the baby wipe. I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is put some paint on my plate and dab it on instead of try to spread it. I don't like the way that's going. And I'm sorry, because I know when I tap it's going to shake things up a bit. And tonight I am not going to be so concerned with covering up my pattern. I kind of like it, so I want it to show. Now I'm also going to use lighter colors because I don't want my background to be that dark. Hey Roberta. Hey Mama Rose. So I just added the bleach sand, and I'm going to dab that on. So right now we're just making a fun and funky background using a baby wipe to tap on some color. Okay. Now I think I'm actually going to do, you know what my favorite thing is? Yeah, it's a gritty sandy texture. I don't think I like it, but that's okay. We'll see. I may find some use for it. Maybe mix it with some paints and just have a little texture. I'm going to add a little bit of white gesso. You guys know that I love doing this. Misting with water and then brayering it on. Then I'm just going to take my brayer. I don't know why I love that so much, but I do. Love it, love it, love it. Now I'm feeling all fun and happy. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta go. Yes. So now I'm digging on my background. Hello, Shady. Gonna dry a little bit. And what I'm also going to do is, I think I'm going to add just a little dab of some of the other colors with my brayer, just to add a little pop of color in the background. I'll use the Spa Blue, and I will use a little red, and I'm only going to use a little bit. Yeah, typically I use gesso. However, it's up to you. You know, if you're using acrylic paper or some other thick, wonderful paper that you don't need gesso, you don't have to use gesso. I do use gesso since I'm creating on this kind of pattern paper. Usually I'm using it to cover up, and then, you know, of course, gesso allows your paint to spread a bit better instead of soaking right in the paper. Some papers are already treated, so you don't need the gesso. So it really is up to you based on your own likes and the type of paper that you're using. Again, I don't want a lot of this color in the background, so it's just a little dab of it. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. That color is very close to the color of the background. So see it? You just see little bits of blue. That's exactly what I was trying to achieve. Going to do it with the red. Just a dab of color, mix with your water, and then brayer it on. See that? One little dot, because you don't want a ton of color coverage. Yes, that's, again, exactly what I want. Ah, I love my brayer all the time. Alright, so now I'm going to turn my page. I'm going to do a little bit of drying. Using my brayer for my background shading is actually probably my favorite thing to do when it comes to making backgrounds. It's the best thing ever. Thank you. Alright, So we're still building and making our background. I did pull out a couple of stencils and some mists. I might grab a stamp or something because right now I'm just building a background. So I think that I am actually going to use the candy apple red. Hope it works, because you know these mists get all stuck, I'm gonna call it. I hope this one isn't stuck because I really like to use it. And I'm not very careful when I mist. I'm just gonna spray on my template. Thank you so much, Shady. And no, maybe I'm not, because this one's not spraying. Let's see. I do have another one here. I grabbed a couple. A couple of mists. Nope. Ugh, that's gonna make me crazy. I know I should have tested them earlier, but there's always a backup plan. So hold on, hold on. I'm going to grab my paper piercer. Even though they tell you not to stick it in the little spot, I have found that when I do this, sometimes it does help them to spray. That isn't helping though. Gosh, this one doesn't even... I'm just testing it on the side, holding it up. Doesn't seem to want to do anything. So I am going to try. I've got all kinds of reds here. Boy, none of them are working. What do you guys do? That red is called berry red. What do you guys do with your mists? I have cleaned them out so many times. I am just almost at this point where I just feel like forget the mists. They are going to be a thing of the past. So what do you guys do when your mist isn't working for you? Are you just constantly cleaning them out? Ugh. Ugh is all I have to say. That's what I'm thinking right now. So what my backup is, you can get I do that. I get sick of doing that too, Miss Diva Designs. It just seems like, you know, there should be a better way that we don't have to go through all of this, right? Alright, so I just took the lid off of this one. We'll see if that helps. Didn't seem to be spraying. It must be really clogged. There we go. So absurd. So there, I just sprayed the red. Made a mess, but you know how I am about messes. I don't get too crazy. Roll your paper towel to pull up excess ink. And now I'm going to do it again. Just a little over here. And then I'm going to use black. That's better. Rolling my paper towel again to pick up excess ink. I have no patience. What you want now? What you want now? Tamika, what you doing? Let me see. Oh, Kiva. Okay, Kiva. Hey, girl. Oh. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm wiping off my template a bit because I want to use it with a different color and I don't want all that color on my page. See, hopefully this black is working. Nope. I will take the top off. Oh, Jesus. I got all kinds of different mitts just in case they didn't work. There we go. There. That was cool. Quick and easy. Again, paper towel. Roll to pick up excess ink, but don't rock. Just roll it over. Alright. I do have this one as well. I'm making such a mess with all of this. I have these words, so I want to add them to the background as well. Just here and there and wherever. That was nice. That I got a little too much on the side, but that's okay. This is gonna, most of that's gonna get covered up. And most of the time when I use my stencils like that, I will have a post-it note so that the edges don't get picked up. But they did there. This is pretty messy tonight, so make sure you have some baby wipes nearby to wipe off your templates and to wipe off your hands. And if you don't have the time to do it, you can like lay your template on a wet baby wipe and just go back to cleaning it later. Alright, so I am going to roll my paper towel. And because I want the color that's on the bottom to show a little bit more, I'm actually going to dry a bit and add some of that blue again on top of this. So I'm going to take that blue that I love and I'm going to add that dab of blue back on here. Spritz it with water and brayer that over this. There. Yes. I love that. I love that. Yes, that touch of blue just makes me happy. Hi, Angenique. Alright, so one more thing. I have to say that I've been digging on stamps lately. I don't know, I'm not a stamper. You guys know that I have said that before. But I've been liking them lately. So I'm just going to add this stamp to my background. And then we're going to do some other stuff. Then we're going to get down to using our silhouette. So I just want this flower stamp on the edges. Just a little something in the background. Yes. Love that. Perfect. What I would do is you won't be able to roll it on, but you can always take like your baby wipe or something, dab it in a little bit of paint and just add it where you want it. I haven't tried like rolling a bottle or something. Like you probably could roll one of your bottles with paint, but I haven't tried that, so I don't know how that will work. But yeah, so if you're trying to do something right now, you might try to see if you can brayer by rolling a round cylinder-like object, or just dab a little color on. I would just dab a little color here and there with a sponge or something. Okay, so there. I think that looks pretty cute with just the little bits of blue showing. Yeah, so if you have any other kind of roller, that probably would work just fine. Alright, so you know me, I'm going to dry just a little bit and then I'm going to break out my silhouette and add some different colors. So I think I'm doing my silhouette 3 times, and I think this is the order. So I'm going to do one in that color, one in red, and then one in turquoise, or yeah, turquoise. All right. So I did pick a quote out for tonight, and let me just pull it up on my cell phone. And you can do whatever you want, but I decide, use whatever quote you wanted. But for some reason, when I look at this silhouette, I think of women, I think of strength, I think of independence. So I picked a quote that says, "When nothing goes right, go left. When nothing goes right, go left." So my intention is I'm going to have her going to the right 2 times, and then the top one will be going to the left. How about that? When nothing goes right, go left. And I hope that I do this and I don't make too big a mess. So, because she's going to get all kind of messed up here. But that's okay. So what I'm going to use is, I have these little makeup sponges. And I cut them up as I use them. And I'm just going to use this to add paint, to dab the paint onto my inside of my silhouette. So this is going to be messy, but fun and well worth it. Alright. So I am going to grab my trusty old plate. are going to get it done. Alright. First one is going to be this khaki tan. Or maybe the first one should be red. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to make the first one red. I'm changing my mind. So you just dab your sponge, hold it down, and then you're going to dab your color. And again, this is messy. But that's okay. And you can add layers if you want of color, like meaning I'm just doing this one layer of color, but if you want her to be less translucent and more opaque, that's up to you. You add however much color you want to your desires. Okay? So there, that looks awesome. I love that. Shopping. I didn't really shop in Chicago. What did I buy in Chicago? Nothing? Nothing. I wish I had shopped in Chicago. But I didn't really shop in Chicago. And let me tell you, the only thing I would really shop in Chicago for is fashions. Because the fashions in Chicago are better than the ones in Georgia. To me, remember, I'm a city girl, okay? However, I would not shop for art supplies because Chicago is also way more expensive than Georgia. So, don't be mad, Tommy. Tommy Joe, please. I'm drying because I want to also dry my silhouette, my template, so that when I start using it for the next one, it won't pick up the color. Sorry, Linda. Hello, hello. Yes, so I love Chicago. I don't love Chicago in the winter. But, you know, I had to go home. And then we're going back in March because we have some long-term friends who are doing a vow renewal in March. So we are actually going back in March. Oh, I love that. Alright, so I am going to do it again. And I am going to cover her up just a little bit with another color. I am now going to use the khaki right here. Getting a little bit closer because the idea that I have requires that. Alright, so again, just dabbing in that space. All right. I love it. Yes. All right. Again, I'm going to do some drying with this over it because I need to dry this paint. Yes, I did cut it out of paper. This is just a piece of cardstock. Thank you. Now, because I'm going to flip this over, so I'm trying to dry this paint a little bit. Okay, so now remember our quote is, when things don't go right, they'll go left. So I'm turning her over. I'm making her a little bit taller. I'm taking her almost to the edge. And I'm letting more of her show. So more of the silhouette is going to show in my next stamped image, in my next figure. Yes, I am in Georgia. Okay. If you're talking to me. Okay, maybe not. You know, I just pop up, look up, and I see what you guys are talking about. So when I answer a question that's not meant for me, just ignore me, okay, ladies? All right, so third color will be turquoise. And again, using a sponge to dab on my third color. Try not to move your paper as I just did. But luckily you can pretty much get it back into place. Yes, with a little bit of mess, but it's still all good. I did mess it up a little bit. You probably might not be able to tell, but right here is a little messy. Her arm's a little fat. I actually drew this template, Bonnie. You can use magazines though. Trace a magazine figure on a piece of paper. You can download this template on my blog at tiaresmith.com and cut it out. It is there for you today. It's probably the third post down. Okay? So you can do that. Alright, I'm going to dry a little bit. I will reuse this template. So I'm going to dry the template and my own art. Yeah, it is. It's muscles today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yay! This is making me happy. So awesome. So awesome. Scissors. Mama Rose, I use scissors. And I basically maybe I used an X-Acto knife to start the very first cut. And then I use my X-Acto knife. It's cardstock and an X-Acto knife, literally. So let's see. So here it is printed. So I would slit the paper and then I cut. You got to be careful and move and angle your paper, but you can do it. That's how I did mine. Pam, watch your mouse. And if you have a Cricut or other cutting system, I'm sure they don't have all the, well, you can download so many things now. Yes, fussy cut. I'm one of those people that actually likes fussy cutting. I cut patterns out of pattern papers, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just taking a second to get some of this paint and other gook off of my hands. Tamiko, you asked me earlier. I always say precision pen, but it's actually called a precise pen. It's a rollerball pen. And I just picked these up at Walmart. So this is, when you see me writing precision or precise, it's just a rollerball pen. But it writes on top of, especially my Inktense blocks and on my paint, so nicely. So I love it. I use it all the time. Alright, so now that I've gotten this far, I am thinking that I want to just start adding some detail. You know me, I love adding my detail and scratches and things like that. So I am going to do a little bit of outlining on the girls and some fun stuff to them. You know, just add, you know me, I'm not gonna be precise with this. It's just a little detail. Nothing precise. Okay, nothing precise here. No, so go ahead and add your own detail. Scratch, cut, you know, do whatever you need. And these work really well on on the on top of the ink tint blocks. You gotta be careful, because if your paint's not dry, just like with any other marker or pen, it doesn't work so well. And I'm just scratching, scribbling, so you guys know that I do that, and I will scratch and scribble anywhere, in bodies, on bodies, across, wherever I feel like adding my scratches. It's just detail to me. Now, I do have a black, my pastel pencil. I'm not going to outline these two. I'm only going to add a shadow to this one. Okay? Because she is the one that's going left, so I want her to stand out. Love, 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 love. I love it. Do you get that? Yes. Oh, good grief. This just makes my heart sing. Of course, you guys know this is a signature move. I can't help myself. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, love, 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 and more love. Ooh. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Except for, oh. All right, so I've got this little sponge here. And I'm going to add a little bit of the turquoise paint to it. And I am just going to smidge on some turquoise. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh my God, look at that. That is some awesomeness, loving going on that I am just thrilled with. Oh my God. Now I'm going to add my quotes, and I am going to be done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I love it. I love my scratches. I'm adding a lot of scratches around her head. I'm thinking about hair. But I am going to add my quote somehow, some way, right about in here. And then we're done. Then we're done. I love it. Very pleased with this one tonight. Ooh, did I bump the camera, Lord? Am I? Boy, oh boy, I'm always doing something. Alright, so my quote is, when nothing goes right, go left. When nothing goes right, go left. So, you know I love using my own handwriting. Let's see. But I need to write kind of big. And see, so it might be kind of hard. Oh, you know what I could use is, see, I'm not a fan of real, well, let me grab my markers. I think I'm going to need a paint pen. So I am actually grabbing my Copic, and I'm going to try to do this without making really fat letters. So you have to forgive me or excuse me. I'm going to write kind of slow because I'm trying to use the tip without making gigantic letters. See, I'm going fast now. And I get quiet. So I am here, the sound is not bad, but when I start writing, I do get quiet because I get nervous. Alright? Okay, so when nothing goes, whew, writing is one of those things that's so scary, right? When nothing goes right, go when nothing goes right, go left. I kind of want left to be on this side. Does that seem crazy? If I write when nothing goes right, go, put an arrow and the word left. Can I do that? Yes, I can. There, I like it. I never do anything fun with my lettering. 3 little hearts. And I think I will add a few little white spots. And I am done. All right, love that. That is it. That is it. Scratches. I call them scratches, scribbles, whatever. And my name. I'm done. That is it. Ta-da! Yay, 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 yay. Yay, clap, clap, clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm bowing. You applauding, Roberta. I'm bowing. Thank you. I hope that you guys enjoyed the class, the party tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope that you created with me. Please, please, please share your work in the Art Party Wednesdays group on Facebook or Embrace Your Art group on Facebook. I will get this added to my blog along with a link to the replay, so that will be available for you tomorrow. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I hope that you enjoyed it too. This was great. I had a good night with you guys. A good creative time. It was fun. Thank you so much for coming. Yay! Have a good night. Muchas, smooches. Love you all. Thank you so much. All right, so I will see you on Facebook. Have a good night. Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Bye. Thank you. Good night.